Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Angela and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. This is the reading for the weekend of 15th of June or whenever it hits your feed, as my readings are timeless. This is a general reading, so take what serves you and leave the rest. If you are after a more personalised reading, then please head to the About Me page for more information about how to get in contact. Okay. So, nearly forgot. Let's first cleanse the energy. So you will hear a bell chime. Okay, this weekend we are going to start off with one of these Rose Oracle cards. They're a very beautiful deck. I haven't used them for a couple of weeks, so let's see what they have in store for us today. Spirit, angels, ancestors, please give us a card for the day. There we go. The sacred waters. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. Right, so I will read from Rebecca Campbell's guidebook for these ones, as they're a little bit hard to interpret just on the message alone. The sacred waters. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. The sacred waters are the life-giving mother of us all. Her healing waters replenish us and give us life. We're made up of her. Like the rose, we need her waters to survive and thrive. We must drop our roots deep to receive the nourishment we so deeply need, to appreciate, protect, and honour the very thing that we take for granted. The mother of the sacred waters delivers a message to slow down and take care of yourself, particularly your body, to prioritise your well-being and live in a way that's sustainable. She reminds us to replenish and nourish ourselves and take care of our health all the time, not just when we feel unbalanced. You're being called to nourish and replenish yourself before you become brittle and parched. The mother of the sacred waters wants you to know that there's nothing more important in your life than the care of your own sacred vessel of a body, and the earth is an extension of that. She wants you to treat yourself with tender care, to cherish your body and hers, to follow your well until it spills over, and once it does, to find a way to give back from this place of plenty, to give your body what it's yearning for most before it turns into an urgent need. So what is your body yearning for at the moment? Now, so this is basically telling us to nourish ourselves and get lots of rest and look after our health. Self-care is all important, but it's the weekend, so it's probably a good idea to get out and get some exercise. It's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, so it should be lovely weather to get out and go for a walk or a bike ride or roller skating or whatever it is that you do to let off some steam and get some fresh air and exercise into your life. So lovely message and energy for the weekend. Of course, it can be telling you can be telling you to get whatever it is that you need. There might be other things your soul might be yearning for. Might be yearning for love and affection, company, catching up with family and friends. So whatever your soul is seeking, whatever is going to nourish you this weekend, seek it. So I just shuffled the tarot cards with the Weird Cat tarot deck, which is quite crazy. And we have the Magician. So let's put the Oracle card here. The Magician card. So the Magician card shows a youthful figure in a magician's robe. With a confident smile and shining eyes. Above his head is the mysterious sign of the Holy Spirit. The sign of life like an endless cord, forming the figure 8 in a horizontal position. And these are the depictions of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot cards. So other decks have slightly different depictions, especially when they have a cat. But each card is supposed to take the energy of this. Now, I've just started referencing the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck and adding Smith. And the reason for that is obviously we live in a patriarchal society. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But yeah, for so many decades, Rider-Waite, who was the author of the tarot deck that we've come to know and love, which was itself derived from ancient cards that have been in circulation for many hundreds of years, if not thousands. Now, so he actually worked with an artist, and her name was Smith. Forget her first name now. But yeah, her artwork. Let's, for example, pull one of the Rider-Waite tarot cards. Her artwork is really, really important and significant in the interpretation, even today, of what we take as meaning for the tarot cards. So when people teach tarot, they often tell them to start with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and they tell them to look at all the pictures on the card for more information. So indeed, her artwork and her design of the cards were probably just as important, if not maybe even more so, than Rider-Waite's written interpretations and combinations of, his sort of invention of the modern tarot deck. So the Magician card represents eternity, and the eternity of attainment in the spirit. In the Magician's hand, right hand is a wand, so we see that pictured here, raised towards heaven, while the left hand is pointing down towards the earth. This jewel sign is known as, in the very high grades of Institute and Mysteries, it is the course of grace, virtue, and light drawn from things above and derived to things below. The suggestion throughout is therefore the possession and communication of the powers and gifts of the spirit. On the table below the Magician The symbols are the 4 tarot suits, signifying the elements of natural life which lie like counters before the adept, and he adapts them it well. So you'll see here in this deck we've got the rose, which represents the cups, the strawberries, which represents the pentacles, the little branch here, which represents swords, and the little sort of lighter fern, which represents the wands. So beneath are roses and lilies, as you see, changed into garden flowers to show the culture of aspiration. This card signifies the divine motive of man, reflecting God, the will in the liberation, attending his union with that which is above. It is also the unity of the individual being on all planes. So when you pull the Magician card, it means that you are a great manifester. You are able to harness the magic of life and the magic in your own being. And you're also called to draw on all your talents and abilities and all your knowledge gained from your experience throughout life. It is a card representing skill, diplomacy, self-confidence, and will. If you will it, it will be. So what other terms do we have for the Magician? Yes, when you pull the Magician card, there is magic in the air. You are the master of your own destiny. Success is at hand if you use all of your skills. It may indicate that it's time to begin a new project, but you have the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold at the moment, which the King of Pentacles also has that interpretation as well. But you are the master of your own destiny this weekend. Right. So to end the reading, because often I find that people who are drawn to tarot readings are looking for answers. They're searching for some guidance on what to do or what not to do. Going within is all well and good, but we do live in a world with other people and we do rely on other people's actions. So sometimes we just need a little bit of help working out what other people's actions are going to be in order to further our own projects. Okay, so angels, please give us an answer for today. Now the cards have been flying out left, right and centre while I've been shuffling, but I was still talking, so I took them as... Okay, this one. And it did fall on the ground, but I still take it. I know another tarot reader, but it's probably because she's seated. Doesn't use cards that fall on the ground, but I do because I'm pretty clumsy. So the angel answer for today is don't stop. And we don't need the guidebook for interpretation of the angel answers. They're pretty specific. They're pretty helpful and specific. So it's saying to you, whatever you're working on, you are manifesting with the Magician, and it's telling you not to stop. Look, it may be in relation to your recreational activities, just going back to the Oracle card to look after yourself. But yes, whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to manifest, don't stop now as you're nearly there. Sometimes in life, We are so exhausted with the energy we've put into certain activities or energies. For example, like, running a marathon or any sort of endurance sort of physical competition. We often get the feeling that we want to give up just as we were about to reach the finish line. So it's telling you don't stop as you're very near the finish line. So great message for the weekend. Have a good one. Get a lot of rest and don't stop working on whatever it is you're working on or whatever it is you're manifesting, because you're nearly at the finish line. Okay. So thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate you being here with me. I call it an energy exchange where you help me to help you. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. And also your comments are really helpful. I'm really appreciating them. And we'll see you next time.